Hopkins 2-0 in Big Ten play. Penn State, 1 win and just that 1 loss last weekend against Maryland, looking to bounce back, and we're underway. It's Callahan and Chase Mullins, and it's an interesting battle at the faceoff dot we'll talk about throughout the course of the day. First faceoff win goes to the Nittany Lions. You think about Michigan was here last weekend, and we felt won 14 out of 15 faceoffs in the first half, and then Chase Mullins, or rather, I should say Logan Callahan, won 6 in a row in the second half. It's bizarre. In the Philadelphia area. Mullins battling with Callahan. Still loose in the middle of the field. Penn State comes out of there with it. Sweeney's been big on the wings for face-offs.
Teams will go on runs in games, and then I guess it comes down to making adjustments and handling the best punch that your opponent can give.
Penn State did not handle it very well last week, and they couldn't get it back. They lost the momentum to Maryland,
out of control,
and they couldn't get it back. No. And the face-off dot was a big reason why they couldn't. And here, a much more positive start here this weekend in terms of winning draws and getting possession.
Well, and the other thing is, off of lost face-offs, okay? In that game, Maryland scored a number of transition goals immediately off the face-offs. Penn State making bad subs. Penn State not defending 5-on-4 defensive scenarios very well. Today, they've been buttoned up.
Ket transferred before last season, was a revelation last year for Hopkins, and after a slow start this year, he's really coming on these last couple of games, as you mentioned.
Spalding.
Spalding, you'll get nothing like it. Hasn't been a
pass goal. It's what you love to see in settled offense.
This face-off battle that we thought would materialize, they just haven't had very many opportunities. Callahan wins this one. He gets possession.
Kind of funky graduate major in global studies.
Global securities. Something you and I would have absolutely no idea what he's even talking about, but it's pretty impressive. Hopkins with a little momentum here. Kilrain tried to go low on Frassian, no chance. Now can Penn State took a little hit after the goal too. How's your father? It's all right though. No flag. Officials letting it fly. Brian Abbott, Derek Murray, Charlie Obermeyer are officials today.
Stayed out of the way and done a nice job today.
Yeah, it's been a slugfest, you know, but it hasn't gotten chippy. You know, it's like
I think you got to get on your horse and support him. Malone has elite speed, elite separation quickness. That time he gets underneath to his right and swivels to his left.
This time Colby Baldwin is taking the draw for Penn State, and it's won by Hopkins. McDermott shoots and scores! Oh, they're going to wave it off. We had a timeout by Hopkins, and it waves off. That's why McDermott is on the wings during face-offs, because he gives you instant offense if he picks up a ground ball. And unfortunately, Hopkins called the timeout before the goal, and they'll wave it off. Still gives some juice to the Blue Jays. Let's see if we can listen for the whistle and when it comes. Legit. Q, here's my question on this. You have 33 on the wings on face-offs for that very reason.
For that purpose, and there's always an apology that follows when coaches do. No penalties in this game. That shows that the offenses have been minimally invasive.
Colby Baldwin wins the face-off, and he'll take a shot and wide. So Baldwin getting some run instead of Chase Mullins, and it's worked out for Penn State. They lead 5-4 in the face-off battle. That has been as tight as we thought it might be at the start.
Hopkins doesn't show the photo.
Especially nowadays, he was going a lot faster than he'd be going on the Beltway. Gets Hopkins to within 1. Callahan wins the draw, looking to get rid of it, and does to McDermott. Gets it to Smith. Now Smith's in a little bit of trouble.
Carry in, they're giving it to you.
Over to Degnan. These young ladies here today.
Terrific accomplishment.
You know,
I had forgotten that Hopkins was an all-men's school for forever until the 70s. Yeah.
Over here in their light blue, cheering on Hopkins, hoping to get a second half rally in the game that has had.
Absolutely crucial part of a rivalry game here, a league game that means so much. Woo, that's a killer.
Callahan and Baldwin. Baldwin wins possession but loses his footing. Will get a push, a loose ball hold, and it's going to go against Hopkins and Callahan.
And support your defender against Malone, and he capitalizes. Way too easy for Malone.
Callahan wins it. Gets it to Smith, not afraid to carry it beyond the midfield line, that is for sure.
So that pick defense, you go back. What are your options? Well, you can fight through, you can go underneath.
Like a, I don't know, it's fatback, but it's like it's barbecue, like pork shoulder, probably.
Man.
Take some of that.
Gotta get one of those for my way out of here.
One of those. Home.
Hopkins has a good home schedule this year. This game being homecoming, and then 2 weeks from today, Maryland's here. For lanes and angles, and create favorable hand and stick head freedom is something that he has really improved dramatically in his career.
That subtle deke, the fake pass, froze King.
That's exactly right. You freeze that defender and then you shoot around him. He reminds me a lot of Penn State shooter Mac O'Keefe.
Now we'll get our first flag of the day.
Jeff Tambroni's asking for what? For what?
Man, he knows this is a critical call right here in a one-goal game, and Hopkins has an outstanding man-up unit.
Penn State, illegal body check to the head, 1 minute full time.
1 minute full time, Q with an illegal body check to the head.
Well, at least we know the officials brought flags today because we weren't quite sure.
Can't see it. Right there?
That was not contact.
That's it, maybe?
No, it was the first one.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, it was not contact.
I wonder if you would want to borrow your leather jacket.
Well, Degnon's story, you know, when he was in high school, Cotter, he got like salmonella during the summer, during recruiting.
Oh, look at Callahan. Wow!
And missed it. Was seriously sick and hospitalized. Got mono another summer, so he's a little bit under the radar recruit for the first time today.
How about the adversity, Q? We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Second game in a row. Penn State has faced it in the second half. They didn't respond well last time out against Maryland, fell at home. They've given up the lead here again in the second half this week to Hopkins on the road.
Clearing's been an issue. That face-off win huge. You're rolling out some experience on this first line. Yeah.
Injury came back in though. There you see offensive coordinator John Haas and head coach Jeff Tambroni stemming the tide. Call goes against Penn State on the loose ball violation, loose ball hold. The Canadian gives Hopkins the lead back. Now Baldwin, who's taken almost every draw here in the second half, wins it for Penn State. That was a big one. Clock ticking down to 4 minutes. The ricocheted off of Erlin's helmet a little bit. Maybe just got a piece of it. What a shot to tie this game. 8 apiece, 1:27 left to go. You mentioned that Penn State has one timeout, so does Hopkins. If either team gets in trouble, they've got that timeout in their back pocket. Possession of the Nittany Lions. Will they keep it though? Big battle in the middle of the field. Morin almost came out of there with it. Look at the hustle by Trainer. Now they get possession. And the timeouts. Wow. 1:08 left to go. Time win this year against Yale. It's Baldwin and Callahan. Won by Penn State. Hawes gets it into Trainer's cross.